Wieder einmal auf der PDAC 2017, diesmal mit Brian Hinchcliffe von Rupert Resources. Sehr interessantes Unternehmen, das in Finnland tätig sein wird. Brian, welcome. Thank you for taking the time. A lot of viewers will remember that you were involved with Kirkland Lake and Rambler. So, but perhaps you could just reintroduce yourself, tell us a bit about your track record.
Well, my name is Brian Hinchcliffe and my partner is Harry Dobson, and together what we'd like to do is find mines that are in regions that are attractive from a mineral exploration point of view, reopen the mines, and then hopefully with some successful exploration give the operations a new lease on life. With Kirkland Lake Gold, is now the highest grade gold mine in the world, and it was an operation that was closed when we bought it, and now has some 15 to 20 years ahead of itself in terms of mine life. And that's what we like to do, and that's what we're doing in Finland with our new operation inside Rupert Resources.
The name of that project is Patavara?
Patavara, yes, that's a long Finnish word, but what we're looking to do with Patavara is to center Rupert Resources as a prime European gold mining company that is taking advantage of the opening up of the central Lapland gold belt, which is in northern Finland in the Arctic Circle.
And you bought that company for, I think, 2.5 million US dollars?
That's correct.
Can you tell us a bit more? It's a past producer, as you said. What was the past production? What kind of reserves and or resources do you have there already?
The Patavara mine opened in 1995 when the Finnish mining industry had to allow its borders to come down and allow foreign mining companies to come into Finland. So the mine has 20 years of operating history. It's been owned by 3 different companies. It started off as an open pit mine. It's now an underground ramp mine. And we purchased it rather inexpensively for $2.5 million. It's a 1,500 ton per day operation. And our intent is to do what we did with Kirkland Lake, put a lot of money into exploration and build our reserves of resources. Currently they stand at about 5 years worth of production, about 150,000 ounces, and the mine historically produced 30 to 40,000 ounces of gold, so we would look to reopen it with maybe 40 to 50,000 ounces of gold as a first level of production and then build from there like we did with Kirkland Lake.
So you're doing a staged approach where you lease up production, then do brownfield exploration in the mine and go further.
That's correct. That's correct. It's the same, very similar approach to Kirkland Lake. When we started Kirkland Lake, we produced 30,000 ounces of gold. We had about 200,000 ounces in reserves and resources, which is about where we are starting off with Patavara. And then we'll build from that. We'll invest lots of money in exploration and so forth, and hopefully we'll get the similar sort of an outcome. And unlike, let's say, the Northern Ontario district where we built Kirkland Lake Gold, this is a wide open, brand new part of the world to exploration. So there's all sorts of exciting things happening with companies around us and exploration programs that are taking place, because this area has never been touched before. You have very high grade boulders and very high grade other sorts of things happening on the exploration front, which make it a very exciting part of what will be a new mining district. It's already a new mining district in Europe.
Interesting. Well, of course this takes money. You said you're going to do a lot of exploration. It's in Europe. Perhaps it's more expensive than if you were in Africa, let's say.
Yes. Well, you raise a very good question, because yesterday a Canadian a drilling company came to us, and they would like to move some drills into Finland. And when we told them the rate that we're getting from our current drilling company, they could not meet it. So we're drilling for under 50 euros a meter, and that's very competitive globally. And we're pleased with the vendors that we're working with. And yes, Europe has some parts of it that are expensive, but we feel we can build, at the end of the day, Rupert Resources into a low-cost gold producer, and that's our ambition.
What kind of time frame did you set yourself for?
Well, I think you'll see some terrific progress in the next 18 months. I think we'll try to return to some version of production in the next year, and then I think over the next 18 months we will not only return to production but start to establish a baseline where investors and others watching us can see that we will in fact be a low-cost producer.
Very good. But then you would say, in your personal opinion,
for investors to look at Rupert Resources, that now would be the right time to take a closer look?
I think we're in the early days, and it's not too dissimilar from the strategy that we had with Kirkland Lake, with the advantage actually that the geology is so unknown that it might be that the really big picture here isn't so much a new exploration and find, but it could very well be a base metal new exploration and find. We have Boliden is a neighbor, Anglo-American with the Sakatti project is a neighbor. There's a lot of interesting things happening, and we haven't even started to explore at depth. And we think that exploration efforts targeted at depth might yield other opportunities besides gold.
Great last words for the interview. Thank you.
Thank you very much.